Hello you guys. So today I'm going to go through all of the Lush Cosmetics Christmas 2019 soaps for you. You guys voted and I've been doing the videos that you've been asking me to do, reviewing all the Lush Christmas 2019 products, and this was the 5th on the list, are the soaps. So I'm going to go through them and try to describe them to you, the scent and everything, as much as I can so that you can make a good purchasing decision. So the first Christmas soap I'm going to show you is the Lush Baked Alaska Christmas soap. Now, this is what I would call the most citrusy soap of the bunch. And Baked Alaska was made with ylang-ylang floral, grapefruit, and lemon myrtle oil. So this smells just like those fruity sweet tarts, like a lime sweet tart or something would taste or smell. So if you like very citrusy, wake you up kind of scents, then you would probably like Baked Alaska. And it's sweet, but not too sweet. It's not sickly sweet. It's just what I would call the perfect amount of sweetness and the perfect amount of sour. So it's like sweet tarts. And for those of you who don't know, a Baked Alaska is an actual dessert. They don't serve it too much anymore. It's more like an old style classic dessert. And what it is it's ice cream that is baked inside a shell of white meringue. And that's why this Baked Alaska soap looks this way. It looks like a miniature Baked Alaska dessert that's covered in white meringue and inside is ice cream. So it smells like there's sort of sherbet inside to me. So the top looks like that, where it's white, and then the bottom looks like this. And I do believe this is either the first year that this has looked like this, or the second year that this has had this new design. What they used to look like, the Baked Alaska, by the way, Baked Alaska is a classic Lush Christmas soap. It's not a new soap for Christmas. It's one that they brought back this year for Christmas, and the reason they keep bringing it back every year for Christmas is because it's very, very popular. And so anyway, what it used to look like was just a rectangular piece of soap that were different colors, green or blue or yellow. The giant soap inside the store, the giant Baked Alaska soap that they sell in the Lush stores, not the ones that we get on the website online, not the ones that we buy online on the website like these, but the ones you get on the store are giant like this. And when they cut into them, there's multiple colors inside. So you can buy whatever slice that you want them to cut off for you. So that's Baked Alaska. I personally would rate this a 5 out of 5 rating. I think it's a classic scent. It's a wonderful scent. It's not too anything, like it's not too sweet, it's not too strong, it's not too weak. It's just perfect. The perfect amount of strength of scent, the perfect amount of sweetness to tartness, to fruitiness. I mean, it's fun to look at. I just can't think of anything wrong with this soap. Now, this is one of those cases where I've changed my mind about this soap. I didn't used to really think that much of Baked Alaska soap because I was so enamored with other soaps, other Lush Christmas soaps more. But my tastes have changed over the last 19 years. So I find this now a classic scent, and I deem this worthy enough to be a 5 out of 5 rating. So that is the Baked Alaska soap. It's not particularly conditioning. It's not what I would call a conditioning soap. Okay, next, let's see here. Next, I'm going to talk about this Winterberry soap. Now, this is also, it's a tricky soap, and here's why. This is a returning soap, but it looks completely like a new soap. It has a completely different design. There's a classic Lush soap called Angel's Delight. It literally has won the most beautiful Lush soap award from me personally, because I think it's the most beautiful Lush soap. I'm talking the big soap that they sell in the store. It's the most beautiful Lush soap they have ever made. Of the hundreds and hundreds of different kinds of soap, Angel's Delight was absolutely gorgeous on the top. It had angels and stars and gold moons and silver stars, and it was pink and purple and blue. Oh my God, it was gorgeous. The scent of that Angel's Delight soap smelled like fruit punch, just like fruit punch. And here's a secret. You know the Halloween pumpkin, sparkly orange pumpkin bubble bar that they sell for Halloween? It's sparkly and orange. It looks like a pumpkin. That bubble bar was made in the Angel's Delight soap fragrance. What fragrance is it, you might ask? It's a fruit punch fragrance. It smells like that red fruit punch that you buy and drink. It smells just like it. Sort of like cherries to me, like cherries and oranges. This is made with tangerine juice and bergamot and cranberry juice, and it has strawberry seeds in it for exfoliating purposes to remove rough, dry skin. And this year, instead of making it the Angel's Delight soap, they made this soap that looks like berries, and they called it Winterberry soap. And it has the Angel's Delight soap, the Halloween pumpkin, sparkly pumpkin fragrance. So it's made to look like berries, like there's 1 berry, 2 berry, 3 berries. So Winterberry soap. It has that fruit punch smell that I love so much. Here's a story. I loved the Angel's Delight soap so much that people would send pieces of it to me from England, like Lushies from England would, whenever they would go to the store, they would buy a little piece for Christmas. They would buy a little piece of Angel's Delight soap and send it to me, just because they knew I loved it. And I acquired almost a whole soap from all the pieces that I got from lovely, lovely, caring, thoughtful Lushies from England. And I cherished those pieces as I used them. They were gorgeous. They had silver stars on them and gold moons and angels and pink and purple. So I like Winterberry soap. I would rate this a 5 out of 5 soap. It's not particularly conditioning, although it looks like parts of this are conditioning because those white parts are creamier and less translucent than the end piece. See how this is like translucent soap, and then it has this end piece that's more of a creamy base. So usually the creamy bases are a little bit more moisturizing than the completely translucent soaps. And it smells like sweet fruit punch. I really like it. I would also rate this a 5 out of 5 rating, but I will say that I wish it were the old Angel's Delight design of soap, because it's so beautiful and every piece was different. And but Lush is selling these to all look the same, just like this. And so I'm going to put the price that I got it for from the Lush UK website and translate that into US dollars from the Lush UK website. The next soap is Ghost in the Dark. Ghost in the Dark. And this is for the holiday 2019 for Halloween. And Ghost in the Dark is made with lemongrass and bergamot. It has a very, very citrusy scent. It smells kind of like the Avo bath bomb, except without the rosewood. It's very citrusy, very sour. It's less sweet than the Baked Alaska citrus soap. They're both citrusy. They both smell like lemons and limes, but this one is more sweet than this one. And Ghost in the Dark also glows in the dark. So if you hold it up to the light for a while and then take it in your bathroom and close the door and close the light, it will glow in the dark. Here's a picture of it glowing in the dark. So that's kind of cool. And it's more of a creamy base. But I found this not to be very moisturizing on my skin. Even I was expecting it to be moisturizing on my skin, but I didn't find that to be the case. So your mileage may vary. So that's Ghost in the Dark soap. I would rate this if I'm just taking it on its own merit, I would probably rate this a 5 out of 5 because it's so innovative, because it glows in the dark. It's shaped like a ghost. It has a great scent, so it's perfect for Halloween. But if I'm comparing it to the other soaps that I'm showing you, I would have to rate this a 4 out of 5 rating as far as the scent and the way that it made my skin feel. So that's Ghost in the Dark. I hope that helps. Now next, these two soaps here called Night Bloom. They're the same soap, but they're different colors. They sell them in purple and in yellow. And the big soap that they sell in the store, I got these, of course, off the Lush UK website on their retail order site. And I believe Lush North America is also going to have these the same purple and yellow. And now these are a new soap this year. They've never released this shape of soap, and they've never released this scent of soap for the holidays. So this is brand new. And it's not my favorite. The soap is beautiful because a gold moon and a purple moon, I mean, who doesn't like that? It's just that the scent is sort of nondescript for me. It's more of an earthy scent. If you don't like fruity scents or sweet scents or candy scents or like flowery scents, then you might like this. It's more sort of herbal and earthy. It's got a subtle fruitiness about it. It's not sweet at all, and it's not perfumey at all. It's just sort of nondescript. It's just sort of flat, in my opinion. So I would have to rate this soap, the name escapes me and I just said it. well, I can't remember, but I would have to rate this a 3 out of 5 rating because I like the way it looks, and the big soap in the stores looks really cool because it's like a giant moon, and then they have little moons all around it in purple and yellow, so it looks cool, but I really don't care for the scent too much of this Night Bloom soap. Night Bloom. All right, so that's 3 out of 5 rating. The next soap is Snow Fairy soap. Now, Snow Fairy soap has been sold for Christmas for the past 3 or 4 years, but this year it's a completely new design. It looks like a snowflake, and it's in this shape here. I don't think that's an octagon, but septagon or something like that. So it has the Snow Fairy scent, which is, it's like a classic Lush Christmas fragrance is Snow Fairy. Snow Fairy shower gel they sell for Christmas. Magic wand, the pink star-shaped wand bubble bar that they sell is Snow Fairy. They sell fairy dust dusting powder that's in the Snow Fairy scent. They sell a body conditioner in the black pot and also a naked solid version in the Snow Fairy scent. They've made about 18 products in the past 20 years, all different products, 18 products that have the Snow Fairy scent. So this is Snow Fairy soap. It looks quite different from last year's Snow Fairy soap. I like the way this looks. I'm glad they changed it from the glittery soap from last year. Now, it's said that Snow Fairy was changed a little bit in its compilation of ingredients this year. I'm understanding that they added a little bit of, is it lime oil to it? Or I don't know if it's lime oil or something like that. And so it's not as sort of syrupy, sickly sweet. It's a little brighter, but still pink and fruity. It's still got that pink, fruity, bright, yummy Snow Fairy fragrance, but it's just a little bit brighter, just a little bit of citrus added to it. And typically, historically, I'm not a Snow Fairy lover. It's not my favorite Lush scent, but I quite like this actually. So again, my opinions have changed on certain products over the last 19 years. So this is a strongly scented. It's not too sweet. This one seemed to be a little bit more moisturizing on my skin than the others. And so that's Snow Fairy scent. I would rate this, soap, either a 4 or a 5, maybe a 4.5 out of 5 rating. So that's Snow Fairy soap. Two to go. Next, I'm going to show you one of my favorite Christmas soaps this year. It's a little bear. It's a little bear for Christmas, a little Christmas bear. And he is made with the Butterball Bath Bomb scent. He's called Butter Bear. And the Butterball fragrance, I have always liked it. Butterball was one of the very first Lush products that I tried 19 years ago. They've been selling it for so long because it is so very popular. It's the smaller bath bomb in the store. It's not a regular size bath bomb. It's a little smaller and it's white. So it looks kind of boring, but it's one of the only bath bombs that is made with cocoa butter in it, so it's more moisturizing to the skin. Therefore, it was so popular, they made a shower gel of Butterball exclusively at Lush UK, and they made a body conditioner of Butterball in Lush UK, and they made, let's see, what else? Butterball wash card. It's like paper soap that is in the scent of Butterball, Butter Bear. They've made a perfume and a perfume oil. Here's a perfume oil. You can see that I've used quite a bit. I bought 2 bottles of these when they were on the Lush UK site, and I wear this more than any other Lush perfume that I have. And I have, I don't know, about 50 to 100 different Lush perfumes. And this is my favorite. It smells comforting. It's made with ylang-ylang, which is a white flower, but it's not floral. It doesn't even smell like flowers. You know what it smells like? Chocolate. Chocolate. That's what it smells like. That's why it's called Butter Bear, Butterball, because it smells like buttery, milky chocolate. It's so wonderful. And so that is what the Butter Bear soap smells like. Some people find it boring. It just depends on where you buy your soap. But these were made fresh. I mean, really fresh, like days ago. And it smells like chocolate. Okay? Now, Butter Bear is the kind of soap where it's either going to smell like luscious, moisturizing chocolate, or it's not going to smell like anything. Just depends on where you get your soap. That's what I've found with this. It either smells like nothing or it smells like heaven. There's no in between. So hopefully you get a good piece, and it just smells so good. This is a moisturizing soap. The soap also has cocoa butter in it. You can tell it's a creamy soap. This is one of my favorite soaps to wash with. All the Butterball things are some of my favorites because I love chocolate. I would rate this soap a 5 out of 5 rating. But I know that most people probably would not rate this soap a 5 out of 5 rating. They've probably got a not good piece, and they've probably rated a 3 out of 5 rating or a 4 out of 5 rating. But I'm telling you, this is my favorite. I think it might be my favorite soap, maybe with one other this year for Christmas. If you get it online, it tends to smell better than the ones you get in the store. So, and lastly, the last soap I'm going to show you is Snow Apple. Snow Apple. It's a green and silver apple for Christmas. Snow Apple. It's mesmerizing with the silver on it. And this was made in the So White scent. Lush has a classic Christmas scent called So White. They used to make a bath bomb for Christmas every year called So White. It looks like a white apple, and when it dissolves in the tub, it's green and yellow, and it smells like green apples, okay? Not red apples, it smells like green apples. It's made with orange flower and other fruity things, and it is extremely popular. They made a shower gel of So White because the bath bomb was so popular. They made a perfume of So White. I have a body spray and a black thing of So White. They made a soap called Matryoshka Doll, just on and on because it's so popular. So they didn't bring back the So White bath bomb this year for Christmas, but they did bring the new soap. This is a new soap for Christmas. New soap. Snow Apple. I almost said winter apple, but it's called Snow Apple. So this is a new soap for Christmas. Now, this smells like a tart fresh, crisp green apple. And the scent is nice and strong. I love it. I would rate this gorgeous soap a 5 out of 5 rating, no question. It's not particularly moisturizing, but it's not really drying either. And who doesn't want to see this as a guest soap? Like when you go to someone's house for the holidays and you use their restroom and you go to the sink and wash your hands and there's this silver apple, snow apple soap sitting there. Would you love to wash your hands with it? It's almost too pretty to use. It's got a leaf on there, just like an apple. So I would definitely rate this a 5 out of 5 rating. And those are the Lush Christmas 2019 soaps. And I hope I did a good job of describing the scents and what they're like and everything. And I hope I didn't forget any of the Christmas soaps. There might be one that I forgot or didn't buy. I can't think of any that I didn't buy, but that could be the case. So I hope that helps your purchasing decisions for Christmas. And thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate you. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the little bell marked all. And that way you won't miss any of my upcoming Lush Christmas product reviews. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.